Karen HOA's sneer could curdle milk from a mile away. She stood at the gate, her floral dress screaming for attention, demanding my code like she owned my soul. The air crackled with her entitlement. A storm brewing in our quiet neighborhood where she ruled the HOA like a petty dictator. Her latest crusade, forcing every resident to surrender their personal gate codes to her oversight committee. A move reeking of control, not community. I'd lived in Willow Creek for 5 years. A peaceful enclave of modest homes and friendly faces. That peace shattered when Karen took over the HOA board, her ego inflating faster than her waistline. She wasn't just a busybody. She was a bulldozer, flattening anyone who dared question her. Last month, she'd fine Mrs. Carter $500 for a non-compliant mailbox. The month before, she'd tried to ban kids' bikes from the cul-de-sac. Now, she wanted our gate codes, claiming it was for security. The irony was thicker than her audacity. That morning, I found her note taped to my door: gate code submission required by 5 p.m. or face penalties. Penalties? For my own property. I laughed, then crumpled the paper. Karen didn't know me. I'm a paralegal, and I don't bend to bullies. I'd seen her type in courtrooms power-hungry, paper-thin tyrants who crumble under scrutiny. This wasn't just about a gate code. It was about her need to dominate. And I wasn't handing over my privacy to feed her ego. By noon, she was at the gate, barking at the security guard, Tom, a soft-spoken guy who'd been here longer than her reign. "Open it now," she shrieked, her voice piercing the morning calm. 2 neighbors, Lisa and Javier, stood nearby, drawn by the commotion. Lisa clutched her coffee mug like a lifeline, her eyes wide. Javier, a retired mechanic, muttered something in Spanish, his fists clenched. I approached, my phone recording, knowing Karen's tantrums were a lawsuit waiting to happen. "You." She spun on me, her chins wobbling with rage. "Give me your code, or I'll have you fine $1. 000. Her finger jabbed the air like a weapon. I smiled, calm as a lake before a storm. "Karen, you don't have that authority. The HOA bylaws don't require gate code submission." Her eyes narrowed and used to resistance. "I am the authority." She snapped, stepping closer, her perfume choking the air. Tom shifted uncomfortably, his radio crackling. Lisa whispered, "She's unhinged." I held my ground. "You're overstepping. Karen, I've already contacted my lawyer." Her laugh was a hyena's cackle. "Lawyer? You think you can scare me? I run this place." That's when Javier spoke up, his voice low but sharp. "You run nothing but your mouth. My cousin's on the board. He says you've been skimming funds." The accusation hung like a guillotine. Karen's face flushed purple, but she didn't deny it. Instead, she doubled down, screaming at Tom to revoke my access. He didn't budge. That night, I dug deeper. Javier's cousin wasn't wrong. A quick call to my friend at the county clerk's office revealed Karen's board had been sloppy unfiled permits, questionable fines, and a suspiciously padded maintenance fund. I spent hours combing through public records, finding emails where Karen pressured vendors for kickbacks. The HOA's financials were a mess, with thousands unaccounted for. I wasn't just fighting for my gate code. I was fighting for the neighborhood. The next day, I filed a formal complaint with the state's HOA Oversight Board, attaching evidence of Karen's overreach and potential fraud. I also rallied Lisa, Javier, and 10 other residents for a meeting. We drafted a petition demanding an audit of the HOA's books. Karen got wind of it and showed up. Uninvited. Her face a mask of fury. "You're all ungrateful." She spat, slamming her fist on the table. "I've made this place better." Lisa snorted. "Better. You made my son cry over his skateboard." The room erupted. Voices overlapping. Grievances pouring out. Karen's downfall came faster than I expected. The Oversight Board launched an investigation. And within a week, police were at her door. Turns out, her maintenance fund was a personal piggy bank, new furniture, a cruise, even a tacky gold watch. The gate code stunt was just the tip of her corruption. At the next HOA meeting, her absence was deafening. The board was suspended, and Karen faced charges for embezzlement. Neighbors whispered about her public meltdown at the precinct, blaming everyone but herself. I stood at my gate, keying in my code, the same one Karen never got. The air felt lighter. The neighborhood ours again. Karma doesn't always come, but when it does, it hits like a court order. Karen thought she could bully us into submission, but she forgot one thing. Power built on arrogance always crumbles. We weren't just residents. We were a community, and we'd taken our home back.